I am sad.
God, I'm sorry. My problem with this woman is not her appearance. However, can she not see what she looks like on her end of the Zoom window? That's okay.
Saddened that they're offended by the truth of the gospel and the truth that I wrote about in my assignment. And it saddens me to see that that offends them and upsets them the way it did. Jesus is always worth standing up for. And I just encourage those people that are dealing with something similar to push back against that kind of behavior. I would rather have my
Damn, give me the whole. Am I wrong? Because I tried to find it. Did Fox not publish this interview? Was this embarrassing enough that they didn't want to? Because I actually looked for it on their channel, and even though it has the header that you would expect from something that gets clipped and put in the... Yeah, is she like so dumb and embarrassing they didn't want to? I don't know. Here, I'm looking, okay? So this is from yesterday, December 3rd, so presumably one day ago. Maybe I just missed it. I probably just missed it. No, I don't see it. I don't think they posted it. That's kind of embarrassing. Tell me she does not sound exactly like the Miss Teen USA from 2007 answer everyone clowned on. You know what? I actually don't like the comparison because this woman is just actually dumb. But her job wasn't to be smart. Her job was to be pretty, which, at least by the standards of my taste, she failed at as well. But that's not, that's beside the point. I'm not really against people just being dumb. I'm against them being dumb and evil. She's not just dumb. She and her family are doing this as part of like a well-orchestrated grift to turn an unexceptional, mind into probably a couple $100,000. Going to try to like replicate the Riley Gaines strategy a little bit, where you write off a failure and, milk it for all it's worth. Get a book deal out of it.
integrity and give my true opinion and get as
Wow. Genuinely, how do you belong to an ideology that reduces women's worth to their appearance and then be this fugly? I don't understand it. Look at the clumping on her eyelashes. Look at that. She's on Fox News. Look at this. Are you watching on a PC? Like, can you see, is the screen big enough for you to see? Look at this.
zero on an assignment than have to lie about what I really believe.
TTTT would demolish her. Oh, 100%. Yeah, brick material right here.
What I really believe.
If she gets a 100 because she knows why she believes what she believes, I'd quiz that professor on whether or not he even believes there are 99 genders or whatever it is.
Sure. Giga Sneedhon. You said it, not me.
I just did the assignment and turned it in.
Like, seriously. Jesus fucking Christ. What's going on here? Why are they always orange? Yeah, it is insane how much Trump has shifted the beauty standards of right-wing women. You can identify, it's like I'm telling you, man. Phrenology. Evil really does make you ugly. Look at the wrinkles. She's in college.
And I talked about the Bible in it. That is, I view all of my opinions in the world through the Bible.
Samantha Fulnecki is a junior at OU. She said
her mom probably taught her to do makeup. I have a real theory for this, by the way, and it's that evil people didn't always used to not appreciate beauty. Like, most of the evil wealthy people in the world, and therefore those that looked up to them, still had an appreciation for the finer things in life. They were just also evil. Again, you can do your Carnegie bit or whatever. They had taste. But nowadays, the conservative wing is ideologically opposed to good taste. It's not just that they're unaware of it in like a general sense. They're actually anti-good taste. And as a consequence, they all look fucking awful, like, the divide in beauty between the left and the right wing has never been this pronounced. You can go out in the town and see left-wing women, and you can tell, right? And a lot of them are just gorgeous. And then you see these things like the blonde, the orange, whatever the fucks, and they just look awful. And it's not innate, right? Again, a lot of it is style. I'm not saying it's all just bone structure or whatever. A lot of it is just these people do not recognize beauty as a virtue. And as a consequence, they look like shit all the time.
Says when she submitted an essay reacting to an article for her psychology class, she got a 0. The graduate instructor, who is transgender, was the one grading it. They called it offensive and said it lacked empirical evidence.
I gave my opinion, and not just my opinion, but that's like the Bible says that God created male.
I just can't get over how she looks. I know, like, the broader point here is, man, it's bad that the conservative media is set up in such a way as to make a constant news cycle out of every grifter who roams in town. And I understand that, but, like, it's just so distracting.
Female, and anything that's not from God or glorifying to God is glorifying to the enemy.
Here are excerpts of the essay. She says, society pushing the lie of multiple genders.
She sure is helping my dysphoria. Yes. Hey, are there any trans chicks in chat who are like feeling better about how they look right now?
Is demonic and believes it's against God's will.
That's what I meant by that.
This is what we need to do, and I'm being sincere. You have to get over the dogma of passing being the one metric that matters, because this woman passes, and holy shit, look at how little it matters. Look at how little it matters, huh? We got a bunch of people watching right now clowning on how she looks. I promise you, passing was not the finish line there. Not saying that if you want it, you're bad or whatever. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, style. That's always the kicker. It would save you from looking like this, at least.
Demonic thing is that I didn't mean for that to be offensive, but the truth will naturally offend people. And so I think that's why people are kind of viewing that as offensive.
So, would you have a problem having a transgender teacher?
I wouldn't, not if they're able to separate their kind of...
Also kind of boring, because I'm pretty sure Riley Gaines was more or less self-taught, but she's being coached by her mother to go through this grift. So she personally is probably kind of ambivalent. Her mom just wants to weaponize this. Like, literally what probably happened was she came home from class one day and talked with her mom, and she's like, oh yeah, the graduate student's doing grading. She's a trans girl, trans man, whatever, woke. And the mom was like, really? The person doing your grading is transgender, huh? You know, something like that. It's not, I doubt she cooked this up herself. Damn, I feel kind of bad for her. Well, you should, in the sense that her mom is a wretched woman and probably treated her badly growing up, but, you know, she's old enough now to make her own decisions.
Beliefs and things from grading, then I don't, you know.
She's literally talking monosyllabically. Yeah, monosyllabically. Would you emphasize the A there? It's funny for me to choose that word to you know, reflect over. Many such cases, man. That is the theme of this entire stream, isn't it? It's just that they're all really dumb. Man. Oh, I'm gonna get the headache again, man. Jesus fucking Christ. They're all so devoid of whatever it is that makes us special. Love how she struggles to form simple sentences. I'm going to start assigning you guys homework. We're going to have the most literate political audience out there. You know? We need to do like a separate segment that I tune in on like every once in a while, and it's book club, and it's like, hey, remember the assigned reading? How are we all feeling about it? We just talk about it. That'd be pretty good. 40K novels? No, these would be books for adults. I have read some 40K books. The Eisenhorn, the sequels, not Eisenhorn and not Ravenhorn. What was the one after that? Beckon, the psychic girl. What was her name? Bequin, thank you. I remember I read the first Bequin book and I thought, this is actually pretty good. I liked all of them, but the other two trilogies were more like were more like fun slop, you know. But that one was pretty good. Horus Heresy, come on. The Horus Heresy books are not written they're not written past an 8th grade level, okay? We should read Warrior Cats. That's facts. Can we do the Hardy Boys? Night Lords? I've read the Night Lords. Night Lords definitely written to a higher level than the early Horus Heresy books. Are any 40K books written past an 8th grade level? 40K is an 8th grade universe. Okay? Let's not shoot too high. I don't know. I just feel like it would be good for all of us, kind of mentally, to just finish the shit.
Really care who my professors are.
She was supposed to be graded on whether there was an understanding of the article, whether it was a clear reaction, and whether the main ideas were organized in a coherent discussion. She got a 0 out of 25 points and filed a complaint against OU, claiming her religious freedom was violated.
That's great. I hope the poor graduate student turns out okay. You know? Because she was taken on leave, so hopefully this works out in her favor. God, imagine being a trans graduate student in Oklahoma. Ugh. Sheesh.